Greetings and welcome to the sixth review in our 2018 Christmas sample series. Today we're going to look at Upmann Connoisseur 1. And thankfully they spell this one right, Luca.
Yeah, unlike the A,
Unlike
the incorrect spelling.
The I is before the double S.
Yep. Didn't know that until you told me. So thought it was spelled right the whole time.
In case you're wondering, the Connoisseur B is spelled incorrectly with the I after the double S, like the Connoisseur A.
Otherwise it would look weird.
Yeah.
If you had two side by side. So I've only had I think one of these or two of these that were gifted from I think yourself and another member in the probably around 2 years ago. So it'd be good to revisit this. I know you got a couple, I think,
thanks. Yeah, thanks to Duck's Nuts, a good pilot from Hawaii. Lives in Hawaii now, but I managed to get a few of the fabled PLM May 2011 Upmann Connoisseur ones. This is a couple of years now. I don't know if I got one or two left of those, but I bought. I don't remember if I bought half a box of them. Yeah, they were still fabulous. That's you can't add more than that. They're just this cracking cigar. I would have finished them all, but I thought the best thing I could do was still have a couple to see how they developed.
Yeah, put them
with
away.
A little more rest.
Forget about them.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I have done that. I think I put them somewhere down the bottom of my humidor somewhere.
Yeah.
Where I can't get them.
That's half the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep your mind off them. To be honest.
Absolutely.
Because they're great fresh. And mine, I'm getting some nice espresso coffee notes and a bit of a bready.
Yes.
A bit of breadiness.
Yes.
What about yourself?
I think it's spot on. Absolutely spot on. Right from the first puff, folks, this was the coffee and shortbread that you expect out of Upmann. More so coffee. The difference between this and the older Upmann Connoisseur ones that I've sampled, the main difference is that had more cream shortbread to it than this does, but just different. Just tastes different.
Like a brioche almost?
Yeah, like a brioche.
Okay.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But these aren't. This smoking young isn't necessarily something that I don't say, oh, one's better than the other. They're just different. This is good in itself, even though it's only probably 12 months old. I like this as it is now. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'm not complaining at all at this age, and that's comforting because I like all cigars, but I mean something that you can have fresh and not hesitate when you've got a box and you just want to try one or have a couple or even smoke half away. I think that's always a really good thing for me personally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's really smoking beautifully. I'll just put that down so just give it a little bit of time between puffs because I'm enjoying the coffee. I really like coffee with cigars and I'm really enjoying the coffee in that. And like we've said before in the first review, Upmann worldwide sales might not reflect how popular they are with cigar enthusiasts or people that are dedicated cigar smokers. So what we mean by that is Monte Cristo Cohiba, Romeo and Julieta, and Jose El Piedra. They'd be the top markers that sell worldwide.
Yep.
That account for a lot of the sales of Cuban cigars.
Jose El Piedra really, really surprised me. That I think around 50%.
It was included. So we were having a conversation prior a while ago when Trevor Leask was doing Cuban Cigar website. He managed to obtain some figures. I think Cabana Sose probably didn't mean to publish the figures, but they did, and it basically that was about 2007. It's on Cuban Cigar website, but basically what's mentioned there is that the Monte Cristo number 4 at the time was 8.3%, I think, of sales worldwide in itself.
That's huge.
Yeah, and
Enormous.
yeah, that Monte Cristo, Romeo Julieta, and Jose Piedra probably account for about 50% of all sales worldwide. And so, how do you account for that? Why Jose Piedra? And really, what it is, it is a global brand that is cheaper than your average Cuban cigar, and it's, I guess, in Europe, it's very popular.
Spain, most of it's short filler, isn't it?
Yeah,
most of it's short filler.
Yep. It's a go-to everyday cheap smoke.
Yeah, I'm a lover of the Petite Citrus, and I know NS6 Cigar is Graham, and we were both pretty upset when we found out it was being discontinued, but fortunately there's still in some places stock available.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that was my go-to daily smoke for a while, and they were really good, nice herbal flavours I got from those. So maybe it appeals to a lot more than I thought. I thought it was just a cheap and cheerful brand that was kind of on the side of the bigger, more popular ones. But yeah,
I think in comparison to, say, the H. Upmann brand, which is one of the 7 global brands, I think at the time that those numbers came out, I think Trevor quoted that H. Upmann might account for something like 2 or 3% of all that. So it's not much at all. I think he said the 7 global brands was about 85% of total sales. But what I want to say is H. Upmann at that time might account for 2.5%. Who knows today? It might be 3 or 4% for argument's sake. We don't know. But in polls that we've done, and we mentioned this before in previous reviews, in polls that we've done on our forum Friends of the Balance, H. Upmann tends to be that number 1 market that most people have. Interestingly enough, yes. And the percentage of the market being in their humidor is not like 2 or 3%, something close to like 20 to 30%. So I couldn't tell you exactly how much percent of I've done out of my humidor. I don't know how much of H. Upmann I have, but it would probably be, off the top of my head, something like 10 to 15% of all my cigar would be H. Upmann.
I actually don't have much H. Upmann, I don't think. Trying to think about how many. I think this is it. I used to have a lot of the half Coronas, which I found were good, but I remember Rob doing in one of his video reviews a while ago that quality was a bit all over the shop. So, and buying blind was a bit of a roll of the dice. So, but yeah, H. Upmann's definitely a mark I need to invest some more time into. But I do like them.
You don't have the H. Upmann Connoisseur A's?
I used to, and smoked through them pretty quickly. Yeah. So that said something, I guess. So I had did a split with you.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were great. They were really good. So Winston, that was the split we did.
Yes.
That was brilliant. So yeah, I've actually just realised I should pick up a box of at least some Sir Winston maybe, or even these.
Well, interestingly enough, Sir Winston, many of us who are watching this review, I should say, do know the Sir Winston and what a tremendous cigar it is. Every bit as quality as, more so than the H. Upmann Connoisseur. I think they're 2 big H. Upmann cigars. So when I went on a recent trip to the USA, I had an opportunity to go on a Caribbean cruise, and we went to Jamaica, and the boat went to Falmouth in the port, and there was a LCDH there, and a lovely shop owner, Raj. Spent some quality hours with him. I got to introduce myself and tell him what I was about, and it didn't take long to connect with him and share our passion for cigars.
And cricket.
And cricket, yes. He loved cricket being, with his Indian background. But point is, going through the shop and looking at cigars to get, a lot of cigars were available in singles, Luca, but not the H. Upmann Sir Winstons. They were only available in the boxes, and you couldn't blame him because Sir Winston's only a seasonal cigar. When the crops are ready, they get done, and that's just every 2 or 3 years they come out. When they come out, they go quickly. They get supplies dwindle quickly because people buy them up.
Yeah.
But
they seem to be in that cycle regularly now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2 to 3 years.
There was a run last year, 2017, 2018, of them coming up, and they came through. And I think on our forum, folks, every time Rob El Perez put them up on 24, they always did fail to sell out very quickly. Always.
Yeah, it was within a couple of minutes.
Usually,
sell out. Yeah,
a couple of minutes. They never. That and the Cohibas Bandidos, maybe Lanceros, those ones that don't come too often, don't get made in plentiful supply. They always go in a couple of minutes. And yeah, it's not necessary to put a grading on them. They're just fantastic anyway. They're made in such small quantities, so you're not worried about the quality there because the flavour off them, they're just a step.
Brilliant short red flavour from
gone above.
Yeah. So far, this is the construction's been. It's pretty good. I'm getting a nice razor sharp burn as well. The draw's pretty. It's pretty open. Touch of resistance.
Yeah.
How's your draw?
It's spot on.
Good.
I'm really happy with the draw, and I'm really happy with the way it's smoking. The rings per draw on the ash is spot on. Yeah, I think you could see that yourself. I don't think I can ask much for more.
Yeah.
From this cigar, and it's flavour-wise, it's just that brioche that we talked about, that shortbread coffee combination.
I'm like you. I love those flavours.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's sometimes with a H. Upmann, folks, you can get a little bit of nut out of it, or certainly white pepper. Certainly that can be there, but I'm not getting really that much nut or white pepper at all out of that.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to smoke this a bit further down and come back into the second third. So we're into the middle third, and I just wanted to carry on a conversation we were just having. Legal, how do you compare this to, say, the H. Upmann Half Corona? Because that's a very popular H. Upmann cigar.
Yeah, a lot of people love it. The Half Corona, get a bit more of a donutty, doughy taste from it, with some, obviously, touch of tobacco and a bit of mild nut in there. Yeah. But the doughiness is there, which is really interesting. What about yourself?
Of the H. Upmann Half Corona that I've had, well, first of all, it's only 90 millimetres long, so in terms of inches, it's 3 3/4 inches long. It's a very short smoke, 44 ring gauge, slightly smaller than this, and so all those smaller cigars tend to be have more strength and tend to be more flavoursome. And so, for me, H. Upmann Half Corona is certainly more intensive in terms of coffee. And we do agree with the donut, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't get that in this, but sort of donut flavor.
No, this is still very nice flavors that we're getting from very different.
Yeah.
Good expansion of the H. Upmann flavor across there, Vitola.
Yeah.
Mine, see how it goes as I smoke it, see if it can correct itself. But yours is pretty razor sharp.
I've been pretty fortunate, but we're having another funny conversation off air. Seems like Luca's his ash on every cigar seems to be white.
I don't know.
White or grey.
Just pure white. Well,
not now, but before it was.
Before this was very white. It's still a bit whiter than yours.
It is. Yeah, great.
But the punch was white.
Yeah.
The
E2.
Yeah. And then this. Yeah. Maybe we should swap next time and see.
Is it your lighter you're saying? I don't think so.
Silly way to guess, but yeah. But I don't know what makes it white. I don't know. But I really wish I got a box of this a while ago. Actually, smoking it now. I like this format. It's not too big the ring gauge for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like long skinnies or smaller ring gauges, so this is quite good. The size for me personally. So.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. Size is just perfect. Good 60-minute smoke. Yeah, I haven't retro-held it yet. Have you?
Yeah. No, I have. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Let me try again. Get a bit of spiciness.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's what I get. My nose is tingling a bit from it.
Try again.
We're not doing it right.
Give me a sec. There's a lot of smoke there.
Yeah.
Give me another one to go. I did it before, but it had a little bit of
a tingle to it.
Yeah, it had a little bit of tingle to
it. Yeah. But it's not unpleasant. It's smooth as well. Like some cigars I've had where it's just a bit too much on the nose, just a bit too rough.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No. I don't know. I picked up a bit of spice. Maybe it's me, but
through the nose there is some. The aftertaste of the nose. Getting a bit of spice through my nose now.
Yeah. So looks like I might have to correct this later on.
See how it goes.
Oh, I'm losing a bit of smoke output now. I don't want to puff on it too much and overheat it. But
what we'll do is we'll come back in the last third and give our concluding thoughts. So we're well into the last third, folks. How's it coming along, Lucas? Did it correct itself? You had to correct it.
No, I had to give it a touch up. Still really nice flavours, the same throughout. I'm getting I've gotten a sense of the strength picking up as well. Probably touching on medium now. But yeah, and pretty good. It's not knocking me about. What about yourself? What are you getting from it?
I'm getting it. It's definitely gone a little bit strong, and I think that's got to do everything to do with how old it is. It's only 12-month-old. All the Crystal Sampler cigar folks, just keep in mind they're probably only 12 months old, around that mark. So I think because of that age, as it's got into the last third, it's got to be stronger.
Yeah. But it's still smooth. Hasn't become unpleasant or anything.
No.
Especially noting that I've touched one up a bit. I haven't charred it at all, so it's pretty nice. Yeah. Nice flavours. Still a bit of that spiciness on the
nose.
On the retrohale.
Yeah, I just did it there.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's quite okay. I wouldn't say it's easy to retrohale, but it's not hard. It's certainly somewhere in between.
Yeah.
I think the punch was the easiest to retrohale today, and that was probably the mildest cigar.
Mildest.
So we've done 3 today, folks. The punch, the E2, and this is the last one. I think that punch was the easiest to retrohale.
Yeah. My favourite out of the 3 today.
Yes.
Easily.
Yeah, we talked about that during the second and third. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think, and we both nailed that down to the fact that it was the idiosyncratic Cuban twang flavour in it that really appealed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just really nice. But this is still just as good. Like I mentioned before, I'm gonna get a box, lay it down, see what age does to it over time, and that's the beauty with these samplers that Rob puts together. You can visit some old friends that you've had before and meet some new ones, so to speak. So I've really learnt a lot from doing this with you, with the new cigars that I've tried and the and ones that I've smoked in the past. So
I think that is one of the appeals of the Christmas Sampler series, is that very few of us could say, out of the 12 cigars, yes, look, I've smoked all 12 on a regular basis. There might be some of you out there that have that, but for example, for both of us today, the E2 was something that was new to us both. For example, I think out of the 6 that are left, I'm looking forward to the Partagas Presidente, because I just can't seem to recall the last time I had that. In fact, if I had that.
I've never had one.
Yeah.
I love the Salomonis. I picked up 2-pack and of them through Rob, and that blew me off my feet. That was amazing. So, and I like that format, that double figurado.
Yeah, double figurado.
Yeah, so looking forward to trying the Presidente's as well.
Yeah.
So I've got the special limited edition ones without the bands on them. So
how would you get them?
From Rob.
Oh yeah, right.
The box that didn't have.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So the story goes, the Christmas sample series. There was a box that had no bands, and Dee put up a thread. Who wanted those ones with it? And you were one of them. Mate. Yeah. Lucky you.
Reminds me of the old school
cigar
days when you'd buy big cabinets and they'd just be tied up in silk ribbons and place like that. That's what it looked like.
So for those of you who don't know, there was a tradition in packaging Cuban cigars. It's not there now. I think ever since 2006, pretty much every cigar is banded. But there was a, especially with the 50 caps, especially with those. And now 50 caps packaging has gone down to about 6 or 7 boxes. But say, for example, like a cigar like the Dudu, they'll be packed in 50 caps and they wouldn't have any bands on for quite a time. A number of cigars.
Yeah, and what the Presidente reminded me of without the band was I remember Simon Chase did a video for Sauder Cigars in London of actual H. Upmann cabinet from around late 1800s that was found from a deceased estate. It was just passed on to families, and it was a full-on cabinet with a couple hundred cigars, and they looked like the Presidente in that double figurado format, silk ribbons all around them. So it kind of reminds me of those types of cigars from many years ago, many years ago. So forward to trying that.
Yeah.
Your burn's been really razor sharp.
I've been very
fortunate.
I haven't had a problem with the burn construction whatsoever with this today. It's still going great. I don't feel I really need to ash it. I might go a few more puffs.
It looks like a pretty solid ash.
Yeah.
Mine was a bit flaky, whereas yours, I can see it's more solid, almost like a coin stack.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So my concluding thoughts on this, just to finish off the review, is that quite a good smoke if you want 60-minute cigar.
Yeah.
Good typical H. Upmann flavours. Not on the strong side like a Magnum 46. Not like, wow, it's not going to knock you off your feet or anything like that in strength. I wouldn't exactly call it, like when it's a complex smoke in any way, but that's okay. That's what it's about. It's a simple H. Upmann coffee and shortbread cigar. You might get a little bit of white pepper, or at times I've got to say I've got a little bit of like a licorice sort of sweetness, a little bit in parts, which I didn't mind. But that's what it is. Yeah, right. For me, I did like this.
It could be the absence in the Sazerac that we're having.
Yeah, so I did prepare a Sazerac cocktail. If you don't know, cheers. If you're not sure what that is, that goes way back to the mid 1800s. That cocktail from New Orleans. Cocktail that's quite interesting to prepare. You need 2 glasses, although I sort of cheat as such because one glass is supposed to put absinthe and coat it, put some ice, put it away, get it cold, and then prepare it in the other glass. But what I do is I get the absinthe in that glass and a little bit, like 5 mils, that's it, because absinthe has somewhere around 70% alcohol. And I put 5 mils in there and fill it up with water, put it in the freezer for about 45 minutes to an hour, get it nice and cold, and get rid of all the absinthe in the water. And then it's beautifully coated with absinthe. You could really smell it. When we were preparing the drink upstairs, we could smell that absinthe in there. And then put the sugar syrup, Peychaud bitters. We put some Camus cognac. That seems to be our go-to cognac at the moment. That we really love, the XO. And lemon peel, squeeze a bit of lemon peel on top. And it's probably one of my favourite cocktails, Luca. And I really, really like that cocktail. I have it very rarely. probably a couple of times a year, but I'm really enjoying having it with you. It's
Yeah,
really
thank
nice
you.
content.
Thanks
Yes,
for
my
making
pleasure. I know you're enjoying it.
yeah. It's going pretty
Pairs
well.
really well
Yeah.
with cigar.
Has the strength picked up for you a bit, or has it stayed?
In the back half, it did. I think it did. It's
getting
but
a bit more
yeah,
fuller bodied and a bit more stronger.
yeah. I could still
Same
smoke that
slates.
quite easily
Yeah,
down with
yeah.
the fingers. I probably will end up smoking a bit more of that. I haven't got long to go, but I think I will.
Yeah, that ash looks rock solid.
It does. You see, I'll just tap it off.
Yeah, there we go.
It's good. Anyway, folks, we really look forward to seeing you in the next review. That will be soon. Until then, happy smoking.
Take care. See you guys.